Hey guys, this plays Synnergist. This is a point-and-click adventure game that was released in 1996 for DOS. I always love the 90s point-and-click adventures, so let's check it out here. Starting the game. Looks like it's a sci-fi one from the outer space. Actually, I'm not sure. Anyways,
the patchwork rug shows a good deal of use, as it is threadbare in places.
Okay, well, you got a voice dialogue. I mean, that's what I expect from mid-90s, actually. But you got your typical point-and-click interface here from the side view. And digitized-ish sprites, I guess? Yeah.
File cabinets of unequal size occupy the corner of the office. They are...
Okay.
File cabinets of unequal size. More mousse than hair, more sweat than deodorant.
More mousse than hair.
Hallmax is a man of many shortcomings.
Okay. How about talking to him? Talk.
You attempt to talk to your boss.
You attempt. Oh, here's the FMV.
What are you, stupid? I don't want to see you until you hand me both stories.
Okay. So I'm a journalist, I guess, or a reporter? So I'm guessing he's a journalist or reporter.
The armless chair does not seem particularly comfortable.
Sit in chair. Can do that. Yep. Search file cabinets. Let's do it. There's my action. So this is pretty simple. You just left click to examine and then right click for the action.
They are too difficult to open. You are unsure whether they are locked or just rusted shut.
And of course. With point and clicks, they always got to throw some humor in, which is always nice. Read old newspapers.
You pick up a paper and find nothing that you have not heard before.
Right.
The blinds afford a view of the rest of the newspaper office. Nary a detail passes the attention of the watchful editor.
Let's go. Let's get out. Okay, Hillary.
She smiles at you as you approach.
He must be in a good mood. He didn't yell at you.
Sick of this Manile garbage.
Did he give you another crappy assignment this time? I can't understand it. Just a couple of years ago you broke that big story about Steve Lawson embezzling police money. And what happens? Hallmax follows it up with another crappy assignment? You were the hottest commodity. Tim, that's not nice. Bye. Oh, and Tim, lighten up. I'm sure the rest of the day will turn out great.
Doug. Dr. Doug.
Hey, heard you're getting chewed out by Mr. H again. Well, it's almost a full moon. You've got to expect a little insanity around here. Which reminds me, there's supposed to be a lunar eclipse coming up in a few days. You know, I've never actually seen one. Not true. I found a nice little place a couple miles away from here. If you want, I can take you along.
Okay. Oh, no.
Not a bad idea.
Search the garbage can. No, put trash in can. Just gonna see again. What's my inventory? You gotta have an inventory, right? Your wallet, subway tokens, apartment keys. That's the only inventory I got. Dartboard.
You take your set of lucky darts. Dust swirls itself into a frenzy, as does your nostalgia. You can still get a whiff of the printing press smell of the first article you ever placed in here. The well-annotated monitor is the center of your work and ophthalmic deterioration.
Ophthalmic deterioration. Ooh, answering machine. Check machine.
Even though the little light is not blinking, you check for messages but find none.
Right, the light has to be blinking. Remember answering machines, guys? That doesn't exist anymore, but yeah.
You open
That's
the
how it
drawer
works.
and look through the supplies.
Gotta have a light.
It's still in its
blinking.
usual disarray, but a new roll of adhesive tape catches your eye.
Let's get the adhesive tape then. Okay, now I got the adhesive tape. Darts and my wallet, okay.
Several notices are tacked to the board for all to ignore.
Okay, for all to ignore.
This little bookshelf holds texts you purchased throughout college. You never had the heart to get rid of them, and occasionally they are of some use.
Occasionally. Okay, and that's it here, right? Let's see what else. Let's exit here.
A large revolving door
We gotta bring something to write on. What? I had to find something to write on?
The strange thrust and movement suggested by the piece summarily misdescribes its surroundings.
Okay.
A large
Okay, so I gotta find like a notepad or something, maybe?
You open the drawer and look through.
a random set of office
Shouldn't I be able to find some notepad in here?
a collection of pens, coffee mugs, and loose papers clutter your desk. A notepad.
Yeah, notepad, that's what I'm talking about.
You grab a pen and your notepad for the upcoming interview with.
Yeah, that's what I had to get. Okay. Sit on desktop. Why would I do that?
Hillary would probably object.
There, exit.
Hallmag's pride and joy, and the object of everyone else's envy. The heavy pavement slabs bear water damage common to most of the structures in the area. The yellowish lighting from inside the newspaper office stains the uneven surface. A blue van is parked outside the neighboring building. It has been there for the past few days and shows no sign of moving. A red canopy shelters the entrance.
Okay, how do I go there?
City regulations mandate fire hydrants every 25 yards of pavement.
Car thief?
A stocky-looking man is trying to pry open the door to Hallmag's car with a crowbar.
Can I talk to the car thief?
What's your problem, pal?
No problem. Looks like you got locked out.
Yeah, well, I'm doing fine on my own.
Okay.
What's your problem? Yeah, I dropped my keys somewhere. Well, what can I say? It's a popular model.
I don't care about my boss enough
The heavy-
to care about the car thief that's trying to steal his car. Okay, what else can I do here? Windows, masonry.
A concrete deco pattern blends with the molding of the interior. Water damage has caused numerous cracks within it. The window affords a view of the inside, which is as cluttered as the non-scrutinized sections. An oval projection of the globe falsely implies the scope of this newspaper.
Okay, where else can I go here? Sidewalk. There, go to subway. Oh, I take the subway. Okay. That's how I go to my apartment. Ooh, okay. Let's so go to my apartment, Ambrose Foundation, Revolving Restaurant, the New Artist Chronicles, which is what I work for, I guess. Let's go to
You
my
take the
apartment.
subway.
Let's go to my apartment first. Garbage.
There are more bins than there is trash, yet people never seem to aim for the cans. Even though the stand remains hidden in the alleyway, there are enough regulars to keep it open despite its location.
Fire hydrant, manhole cover. Open the manhole cover.
The lid has been sealed tight with time.
Hot dog vendor.
You strike up a conversation.
Hey, Tim! How's it going? Your usual?
Yeah, have a hot dog.
So,
not right
how
now.
goes the reporting war? Well, I'd love to help, but I haven't heard much lately. Tell you what, I'll keep my ears peeled for any scoops.
Barely discernible graffiti.
Dealer. Is there a drug dealer?
Hey man, how'd you like the soar? I got first class tickets right here.
First class tickets. Sure, I'll get your.
Hey man, you wanna feel like royalty?
Hey, man.
I got stuff here that'll make you feel like a king.
Oh, yeah?
We can get busy if you know what I'm saying. Well, I'll be around. You just ask for Herb if you need anything.
Yeah, and he'll give me some medical herbs.
An apartment building similar to...
Okay, let's just go to my apartment. I'm sure he'll give me all the medical herbs he knows.
The door is locked.
Okay, well, I have my keys. Where's my keys? Apartment keys.
You rub your fingers over the tips, feeling...
Oh, here we go. Use my keys.
You unlock the door.
There we go.
You open the door. You walk up to your apartment.
No, my messy apartment. It's always got to be messy with these guys. These point-and-click adventure protagonists, right? It's always got to be messy.
You pick up a copy of Don Quixote
Don
and
Quixote.
thumb through it.
What a
narrow
classic.
bookshelf sits...
What a classic Don Quixote is. Okay. My vid phone.
You have nobody to call. The latest VidPhone model with a popular
VidPhone.
laptop design.
Yeah, but those actually were.
You
exist
spot
for-
the latest
existed
issue
back then,
of the
right?
new Ars
I mean, they had
Chronicle.
car phones back then. Coffee mug. Pager.
Like an infant, the beeper is small in size and large in voice.
That's pretty funny joke about infants.
You check and make sure the battery is fully charged, then put it in your pocket.
Okay. Sweet.
A mug sits by your VidPhone. Remnants of dinners past lay forgotten amidst the decrepit snacks.
Dinner's past. Turn on the stove. Not that hungry. Okay. Note.
One of many reminders of things to do.
Roach traps. Okay.
Emptied food containers aline the inside. Stacks of dishes are piled inside the cabinet.
Okay. Drawers.
You open a drawer to find a collection of plastic lunch bags and twist ties. Overflowing scrubbies and other... You take a plastic bag.
Okay, so I got plastic bag and ties. No, just a plastic bag. Okay.
Leftovers from last night's pasta rests upon the stovetop.
Okay, closet.
Knowing it's not your bedtime, you decide to wait to change clothes.
It's not my bedtime. Oh, wait, I sleep in the closet? Shouldn't it be bedroom then? Okay, well, nothing else to do here then. Guess I'll just
You
go
open...
back. So just go back out.
You walk...
Okay, revolving
You
restaurant.
take the subway to the...
Revolving restaurant.
A ferocious growl is forever etched in stone. The weight of the revolving restaurant towering high above rests on the shoulders of Atlas.
Shoulders of Atlas.
The glass bricks in this wall distort the lush glow of the restaurant's interior. There's a door in the center of the wall. These pillars surround the lion mosaic on all sides. Each...
Okay, can I go in? Door.
The glass door slides open. You go inside. You have nobody to call.
That's sad. Nobody called, not even my own parents or friends. Maybe I don't have any friends. Touch the globe.
The globe is too far out of reach. A large metal globe hangs silently in the air without any visible form of support.
How are they doing that? That's magic then. Okay, where do I go here? Reservation computer. Let's use that. Reservations. The skylight.
You see your reflection juxtaposed with the computer's. You touch the screen.
Plus here, if you have a reservation, make a reservation.
You touch the.
Ident card or driver's license. Do I have that? No, I don't.
You touch the.
I do not have a driver's license.
You touch the screen and read.
Pass. Skylight Restaurant is a new presence in the city of New Aris, built with the elegant charm of 20th century architecture. Okay, offers visitors gourmet dining. Okay, yeah, got it. Well, I guess I can't reserve anything, right? I don't have the required. I don't have the required thing that I need. Cards. Yeah, I don't have the required card or whatever.
You touch the screen. You see your reflection.
Okay, well, let's get out of here. Can't do anything there. I don't have a card.
You need to talk with the computer before.
Right. Security door, I'm guessing.
Maybe a security guard might have the key to unlock this door, but you don't.
Right, so I don't have the proper credentials.
A lioness. I
don't have the proper credentials to use that.
You open the. You walk.
Okay, let's do something else then. Alright, let's
You
go
take
to
the subway to the
Ambrose Foundation.
How many fluff stories can I be assigned? After 2 years, I think he would hand me a story that would have some meaning. But then Mr. Hallmags wouldn't trouble himself with articles that required thought. I'm just so sick of taking these trivial assignments. I should be covering the river riots or the rise of crime in the inner cities. Yeah, well, I have to admit, this interview looks to be more high class than the ones I've done in the past. I mean, here's a self-made entrepreneur who's accumulated millions of dollars when he was practically still in diapers. Even his hobbies are impressive. Senior judge of the Dab and Wine Tasting Society and founder of the Helping Brushstroke Club, which has not only given art supplies to poor inner-city schools, but they've also provided a gallery for troubled teens to display their work. I think Victor tries to outdo himself with every charitable project, and to his last one outdo them all. Building a free psychiatric hospital for the mentally disturbed? That has to impress even the most callous cynic. I just wonder how Hallmags was able to book an appointment with him, especially considering the reputation that Chronicle has.
Okay, now I'm here. Ooh, with samurai armor.
The layers of lacquered and laminated scales offer some measure of defense against the razor-sharp katana.
Take weapon. Ooh, I can take his weapon.
The weapons are attached firmly by metal flanges. A note at the base of the piece reads, "Implements are secured for your safety." The helmet and breastplate are in the fine contours of a Greek figure. The shield bears the effigy of a lion's head. The sword is of polished bronze. The weapons are attached.
Right.
This article was probably the prize of the auction. The armor plates are well weathered and show some blade-edge dents. The weapon.
Okay. Receptionist.
The receptionist looks toward.
Can I have your name, please?
Tim Mashin.
Let's see here. No. No Tim Matchin. Sorry. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
What the heck? I mean, no Tim Mashin.
The seal on the box is too difficult to break without an implement of some sort.
I should. Do you have anything here that can help me? Can I use apartment keys here?
The seal on the
No, guess not.
they are locked.
Right, of course they are.
The receptionist looks toward you.
I checked the book twice and you're not on the list. I'm sorry, but I don't believe there's been a mistake. Well, when did you make the appointment? Any appointments that were made a month ago would have been stored in the computer and then printed onto these books. If an appointment was made, it would have been recorded. That would explain it. We had a temp here a few days ago who left the place in shambles. Let's just say that the only thing she could file properly was her fingernails. All right, here's what I'll do. I'm going to squeeze you in right before his next appointment.
Okay, good.
Mr. Ambrose should be here already. It's not like him to be tardy. Why don't you just relax for a few moments until he arrives?
Is that him?
Carolyn, you didn't mention I had any meetings right now. I hope you'll forgive my tardiness, Mr. It's possible. Why don't you step into my office?
Okay, cool. I got my interview.
Now, what is the nature of your visit, Mr. Matchin? Where are my manners? That would be fine, Mr. Matchin. But excuse me for a moment while I go wipe my hands. I was feeding my pet.
Interesting. It looks like he's hiding something for sure. Okay.
Now, Mr. Matchin, let's get down to the interview. Well, that rather depends on how this interview goes. When you walked down these halls, didn't you feel it? Presence, Mr. Matchin. Yes, the presence felt when sharing the same space with great ambition. Sadly, though, if we went in our cars and drove down a few blocks and then stepped out, you would feel it, a chill coldness. Ghettos are a lonely void, Mr. Matchin. You reach out for that drive felt from the human spirit, and when none is to be found, you withdraw, afraid to feel the emptiness, the cold. Look around you and you'll find partially dead drug abusers and vagrants who have only a cardboard box to call home. Nothing is sadder than wasted potential. Unfortunately, that seems to be our greatest import. Everything runs in cycles, Mr. Matchin. For many years, the government took a very conservative stance, and it swung towards liberal, and now back to conservative. Have you ever studied nature, Mr. Matchin? Ice turns to water, water evaporates to a gaseous form, and then precipitates back to water. Cycles, Mr. Matchin. Be they fashion or poverty, they are always present. Mr. Matchin, I have made a career of studying patterns. That is why I'm on top. If you follow patterns like those in a rug, they will lead you to the other end. If I talk about an idea, they call it philosophy. If I perform an idea, they say it's science. And if I make money, they claim it's business. You can choose any title you wish, but what matters is its essence, not its name. I feel my actions and my work represent me far better than I could tell you. Well, as I previously mentioned, there is nothing sadder than wasted potential, and I fully intend to prevent it. Yes.
Okay.
Victor sits at his desk looking through some forms.
Okay.
There is no poker.
Get a book from the bookshelf.
You reach for a leather-bound volume. The pages of written German have...
Look under the rug.
A quick look under the rug yields nothing but an out-of-place lint ball.
Switch on desk lamp. I can even do that. Okay. That's his desk lamp, though. He's using it right now.
You turn on the lamp by depressing the switch. You dare pass no more than a glance at the various papers on the desk.
Okay.
The leather is soft but firm. The oval rug bears the firm leather sofa offers a...
But what kind of leather is it?
You walk through... You leave the lot.
Okay, now what? Go back to
You take the
Chronicles?
subway to...
That really turned out to be an intense interview. I think Victor's enthusiasm is contagious because I feel like writing a top-notch article. Of course, if I did, Holmegs would be sure to chop down my article to a little column. Everything's one column. That way he has room enough for the trashy articles. I don't have room enough for an article on crime against the elderly, but people's astrological signs need to take up a half a page. Not that anyone would bother writing an important scoop. Look at me. The only life-affecting article I've ever signed my name to was the contract with the Chronicle, and I still have 3 years of it to fulfill.
The car thief is still there? Wow. Diligent. Hallmags. That's my boss's name, Hallmags. Well, I got the article. I mean, I got the interview.
You attempt to talk to your boss.
What are you, stupid? I don't want to see you until you hand me both stories.
Okay, I got the interview, though. Okay, never mind. Guess he's not gonna say anything.
She smiles.
Tim, I'm really busy right now. I'm going to have to talk to you later.
Hey, okay. They don't care about my interview, right?
Hey, Tim. Well, you know that eclipse that's coming up? I was getting ready for it, but I just heard it's going to be cloudy that night, so I guess I'm not going to get to see it after all. Yeah, how's yours coming along? $800 million is enough to make anyone philosophical. Yeah, take it easy, Tim.
Okay, where do I write the paper then? I guess at home? I'll go back to my apartment then.
You take... door is...
Right, I gotta unlock it every time.
You...
Whoops.
You want... You... You... Knowing it's not your bed,
Okay.
you have...
How do I write my article then? Do I use, do I have a typewriter? Do I have a laptop? I don't see anything I can use to write the article then. Oh, pen and pad, right? But I use it? No? Not sure how to write the article.
Who would have thought that anything so tiny could nag for so long? Your pad is filled with notes.
Right, I already took notes. Not really sure what else to do then. So apparently I don't write it at the office, or maybe I do. Maybe it was at the computer. Oh, okay. It was at the computer desk in my office. Yeah, that's right. Not at home. Yeah, I don't have a typewriter at home. It's at the desk in the office. Okay, let's go back to the office, and I forgot about that.
You take this...
There, type up article on Ambrose Foundation. Now I can do it. And I got
You
answer
sit at your
machine.
desk and type. After some thought...
Oh, I got something on my answer machine.
Matchin, this is Nick. Here's the last of those favors I owe you. Let me tell you, it's big. Real big. Meet me at the usual place at Heisenberg Park in an hour.
Heisenberg Park.
You sit at your desk and type.
Okay, well, I can get my article finished in one day, but I'll have to meet that guy at the park apparently. Let's do it. Here we go.
You take the...
Park.
I see Nick is up to his usual tricks, which means a good scoop for me and a nasty headache for anyone on the receiving end. The first time he gave me an inside story, I ended up busting Captain Barbarelli's ex-partner for embezzlement. Of course, Hall Mags wanted to completely sensationalize it to the point of lies. Well, at least people knew I was the one who cracked the case, even if the story didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. The hardest part of all, though, was turning down those offers from Global Today. How was I to know they were going to offer me a job? If only I didn't sign the contract with New Hours Chronicles just a couple months before. Anyhow, Nick sounded real jittery, like something intense was happening. I haven't heard him that nervous since the fiasco with his ex Sheila. Oh, what a bitch. She tried to take the car, the house, the computer, everything. Said she couldn't stand his line of work. Well, I can't blame her for that, but I can blame her for lying to the judge about Nick cheating on her. Nick would never have an affair. Sheila was all that was on his mind. As for her, I think I used up every roll of film in just a couple days when Nick hired me to take proofs of her affairs. Those pictures sure helped him win his settlement. Man, did it break his heart. Still, the scenario wasn't all bad. After all, it's how I met him. At the time, he couldn't even afford to pay me for the photographs. Said he would owe me some favors. 5 inside scoops before anyone else could get them. He certainly helped get my career started. Never could figure out how he could get so close to all those scandals without getting caught up in them. He always seems to stay just one step ahead.
You stare at the ravaged body in disbelief. It's Nick. Deep slashes checker his bloated torso as the ground is littered with appendages. A hand tries to clasp the broken remains of a cellular phone.
Nick?
did Dr.
Just go to
Marlin
sleep,
do to
Johnny, and
Ricky?
forget about it. Nothing will happen to you, as long as you don't get involved.
What the heck? What happened to his body? Oh, he's already got killed by someone. Oh, there's someone there. Holy shit.
You reluctantly search for remains, however, all his pockets.
There's a guy hiding in the bush.
You decide not to test the strength of the rotting wood. The path is cobbled with
There's a man there.
You grab the man by his...
Ouch! Hey, man, let up! What the hell are you talking about? I didn't kill him. He was dead when I got there, man. Look at him! He's been ripped to shreds. I don't have the strength for that.
Well,
Hell, I don't even have a knife.
Okay, why is he so suspicious then?
Look, it's simple.
He's acting
I heard
suspicious.
this noise, see? Yeah, it sounded like growling or something. It was really weird. I went over to check it out when I found your friend dead. I'm telling you, man, that's all there is to it. Somebody had it in for your friend. Alright, man. Alright. There's also this. Yeah? Hey, it's a living. Anyhow, I'm getting out of here before the cops come.
Okay, it's a thief that stole from a dead man.
The small buried bushes recede from the path into a dark thicket. It is curious that they aren't planted in regular formation, unless they resulted from natural growth.
What else can I do here?
A large
just a dead body, and that's all there is here. Man, all I found was a friggin' dead body. What can I do?
You take the subway.
Should I sleep? Should I go back to the office? What should I do now? The car thief is still there. I'm not sure what I should do here then. Should I keep typing up the article?
You sit at your desk.
Okay, maybe not. So I just found my friend dead. What can I do? Go back home and sleep? What should I do? Typing up article doesn't seem to do anything.
You take the
my apartment.
The door is
Of course it is. Yep.
You unlock.
Still doesn't want to go
Knowing
back?
it's not.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to do now. I found my friend dead, but not sure what to do after this. But anyways, it's Synnergist, guys. So it's a pretty decent mid-90s point-click adventure game. Doesn't stand out too much. It just seems to be your typical, like you're a reporter, investigative journalist, or whatever, and there's some murder mystery thing going on. And this is a common thread of a lot of point-and-click adventure games. There's some sort of murder mystery, and you gotta investigate it. And something foul's behind all this, and yeah, they use FMVs and digitized sprites as you would expect in a lot of mid-90s point-and-click adventure games. But yeah, definitely not a bad game. I'm not sure if there's anything that really stands out, but definitely not bad. It's worth checking out if you're into mid-90s point-and-click adventure games and murder mysteries, or just investigating stuff. Just a typical mid-90s point-and-click adventure game with some decent humor and yeah, investigating stuff. So still worth checking out if you're a point-and-click adventure fan. All right, that's a guys. Thanks for watching.